Hello, everybody. Happy Mother's Day. It's your guy, Dave Neal here, stand-up comic and host of Bachelorette Recap, a guy's review premiering June 7th, 2021, Katie Thurston season. Of course, after that, we got Bachelor in Paradise, August 14th, and then that's going to lead right into Michelle Young's season of The Bachelorette. Before you know it, it'll be Christmas 2021. Can you believe that? Time is flying by, but I want to wish you guys a genuine happy Mother's Day to the moms out there, to the kids out there, to everyone out there, the dads and everyone. Go show your mom some love. Chances are, if you're watching this video, you've already gorged out on a beautiful brunch. You're sick of your kids. Statistically, 90% of my audience is women. Statistically, there's a ton of moms out there hiding in the closet, just trying to get away from those brats. Give me a moment. It's Mother's Day. Go play with your friends. You know what I mean? But you guys are the life force, the blood that runs through the humanity, really, if it wasn't for these moms. And listen, before I get into this video, I'm going to share a bunch of messages from people in Bachelor Nation shouting at their moms, as you do on Instagram. But I do want to say that I do understand not everyone has a mom to celebrate with. Not everyone has the ideal situation they want to be in, whether it be with a disconnected parent, the loss of a loved one. And my heart goes out to you guys. Just know, like, we've all got situations that aren't ideal. Myself, I was raised without my father. Father's Day was never like a big deal for me, but it was annoying in art class to be like 9 years old and then everyone's making Father's Day cards. And I'm like, I don't even have a dad. And they're like, make it out to your uncle. And it's like, my poor Uncle Craig, he's like 25 years old at the time. And now he's got to be like a surrogate dad for Father's Day. So I understand it can be complicated out there, but we're here to share love in whichever form that it comes in, not always biological mothers, but whoever's been in your life that's given you a hug along the way. This one's out to you guys. So anyway, let's jump right into it. We've got we got all the members of Bachelor Nation posting their love. See, because Mother's Day on Instagram has become sort of like a throwback Thursday of, like, on Mother's Day, you share an old photo with you and your mom. It's kind of what you do. It's kind of what people do. So this is 10 years ago, Matt James at Wake Forest and his mom in the middle, and then John the Scorpion, his brother, right there. So, but other than the hairstyles, not much else has changed there for Matt James. Let's keep on going down the list. We've got Blake Horstman with his mom right there. That's a cute photo. I just love, you know what it is? We always try to, like, project onto these contestants of the shows to, like, make them out to be like a bad boy, or this person's a rebel, or that person's a bully, or this whatever. But in the end, like, people do try the best with the information they have, and it is nice to see people that have nice photos with their family. You know what I mean? It's one way for us all to build empathy with each other. I think the world would be a nicer place if we all just wore a t-shirt with a photo of us and our moms from our childhood, because then you can't get mad at someone and you go like, oh, you love your mom too? Oh, nice. You know what I mean? Does that make any sense? I saw this. I thought it was funny. Accidentally said Happy Mother's Day to my mom in person instead of writing a paragraph on social media. Of course, very snarky and funny because, what's social media if it's not a place for us to brag about how we looked as a kid? But I wouldn't do that to you guys. Oh, Happy Mother's Day, Constance. Oh, here's the mother of them all. My mom, she had me and my sister in the 80s. She remarried and had my brother in the 90s and then my other brother in 2000s. So she's literally been a mom for 5 decades. Give it up to Connie right there. And of course, this was in the late 80s. And let me tell you something. That guy has a bowl cut. As you know, I've called it infinity bangs, trying to be cool, but that's a bowl cut every day of the week. I just couldn't. Who knew I had such character right there? Like, it looks like I'm cheating on a test. Like, what am I doing? Of course, leave it to me. I've graduated to another screen, but this was the original, the OG screen right there, the old Etch-a-Sketch. You ever do the Etch-a-Sketch? You don't like what you're doing? Just give it a shake, like you're making a margarita. That's how you delete it there. And then we've got, of course, the Pilgrim shoes my sister Chase has there. And, of course, I got the one-strap Velcro. Just ready to play kickball, one strap at a time. Yeah, they invented Velcro for NASA or something like that, but it ended up at a Payless store when I was 5. Or, I don't even know. What am I, 3 here? How old is this? Anyway, shout out, Happy Mother's Day to my sister as well, who now has 4 kids. So I'm an uncle with 4 kids there. And also my My brother's fiance just had a newborn child 3 weeks ago, so shout out to you. Shout out to all the moms. My mom's not even going to be watching this because she doesn't really understand how YouTube works. How do I click the link? Is it on the Facebook? No, Mom, it's not. The point is that we've all got moms or had moms, and we're all not in necessarily ideal places, and sometimes we are. But we all have the same through line, which is family can be tough and teach us a lot about love and loss. And, Mother's Day means something different to everybody. With Clare Crawley, we've talked a lot about her own anxiety, the issues that she talks about, her mental health. And, on her season of The Bachelorette, she was vilified, really. I mean, we were all guilty of saying, geez, she's a monster. She's coming at it this way and that way. And what we could have benefited from is maybe having like a therapist along for the ride to be like, she's in a fight or flight moment because she's worried about X, Y, and Z. Like this, we're watching the show. And unfortunately, when you see someone react outside of the norm, it feels like that person's being bitchy or that person's a bully, like the Chad Johnsons of the world. No, don't get me wrong. People have unhealthy ways of dealing with their problems, by all means. But the idea that someone's better or worse than someone else is just not true. We've all just got different ways to cope. With Claire, she's still battling, with how she copes with a lot of loss that she's had in her life, and of course her mom with Alzheimer's. Sometimes it's too hard to put it into words the gravity of the hole that Alzheimer's and dementia has left us with. Names may not be remembered and memories fade away, but one thing it will never take away is the love between a mother and a daughter. Happy Mother's Day, Mama. Just very sweet, I mean, you can be critical of someone, but you can't read this and then say, oh, she's a bad person. Oh, she's in it for the fame. Or, oh, you just can't. It's called empathy. It's about the more you learn about other people, the more you like them. It's the same reason you root for like your sports hero. You're like, oh, we love Tom Brady. I'm a member of the Patriots. I know what he does for charity. I know all about him. But then someone who lives in like, I don't know, like Denver would be like, we hate Tom Brady. It's like, well, you wouldn't if he was on your side. And empathy is all about bringing people onto your side, right? So when we share all these photos of our moms doing something so simple as that, we're bringing people onto our side saying, oh, you've got a mom too? It sounds kind of corny to say, but it's a chance for all to just drop it's like a ceasefire. Right? The internet, everyone's are you on the left, you're on the right, vax or anti-vax, this or that. Oh, we all got moms. I mean, it's a good place to start. We all got moms. All right, so speaking of moms here, the mother of Mother's Day, historical precedents aside, today's version of Mother's Day in the U.S. can be attributed to the tireless efforts of Anna Jarvis, who wasn't actually a mother herself. She organized the first observance in 1908 to honor her own mother, who had died 3 years earlier. Catherine Antolini. Oh, so the author wrote about this, and it wasn't to celebrate all mothers. It was to celebrate the best mother you've ever known, your mother. In 1914, President Woodrow Wilson named Mother's Day an official holiday. So for almost 100 years, we've had this as an official holiday. Now, don't get me wrong, Hallmark and the flower industry, the big flower complex industry, whatever, sure, they all make a profit off of it, but it's one of those holidays, much like Thanksgiving. I love a good holiday that's sort of non-denominational, and the idea is gratitude. That's it. If for whatever reason you're watching this video before you've called your mom, pause, my friend. Pause and get your priorities right. Don't send a text. Get on that phone. Colton Underwood, talking about ceasefires. We'll leave all the other drama aside. Colton Underwood wishing his mom a happy Mother's Day, says, love you. Boy, she's cute. There's a cute mom right there. Nice teeth. Very cute mom. There's another photo. Colton, he's got a bunch of photos there. She's looking good. There's a nice one there doing the little peace sign there. Let's see. Oh, I don't know. Are you guys like me? I just love the voyeuristic aspect of like seeing people with their family and stuff like that. Just a nice mom on a picnic bench right there with the dog. They love the old, what is that? A German Shepherd? Is that what that is? And then a collage here of Mother's Day photos. Very cute. Very cute. Look, and the truth is, it's not to forgive someone necessarily of their sins, which they may or may not have reckoned for. But the idea is like Colton, through whatever struggles he has, although he's cast a large wake in we talk about collateral damage when other people have to deal with your own issues. Cassie Randolph. But you notice that he's a person who struggles with his own identity and still loves his mom regardless. So that's always good to see, regardless of the scenario. Let's go down the list here. We got some more. Caitlin Bristow, it's like they know it's Mother's Day. So she does a nice, happy Mother's Day to all the people out there that are moms to a dog or a cat. You guys count too. You're sharing love. You're providing food and baths and belly itches and scratches. You are a mom too, of a different type. Already showed that one. Happy, and this is from Katie Thurston, star of the June 7th Bachelorette, with live streams shown here on the YouTube. By the way, do me a favor, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. Someone messaged me and said they got unsubscribed from my channel. They clicked on it and weren't subscribed, so they had to re-click. Double check, make sure you're subscribed, and hit the little bell, the alert bell. The more people that watch videos early on, the better chance they have to perform better, which means I can make more content and all that jazz. The better they perform, the better the channel performs. I need a new haircut. I'm going to buy my mom a Mother's Day gift. So Katie posted this. Happy Mother's Day to the moms, the ones who were almost moms, the ones who lost their moms, the bonus moms, the adoptive moms, the ones filling the role in as a mom, and the ones who love like moms. So that's very kind. And then Katie posted, let's not forget the fur moms today. So here's a fur mom herself. Oh boy, I'm telling you what, if you're not on the Katie Thurston bandwagon yet, I got news for you. Just let down your guard and let it happen, okay? What are you holding off on? What do you like? You don't like brunettes or something? Just let it happen, you know what I mean? Let her win you over. This is good. Here we go. It's one thing, okay, because a lot of these contestants, some of these, the early 20s, the Kit Keenans, they don't have throwback photos. They're too young. If you're 22, you're too young for a throwback photo. That just was a photo from last season. But here we have, and don't get me wrong, I believe this is Katie, and the mom had the bangs, the real glam look. I mean, this is rock of love all day long. I love, matching t-shirts or whatever. Absolutely great photo. And I'll tell you what. This is what I love about Katie, okay? Because you get someone like Colton. Of course, he's going to post a photo where he looks amazing. It's very curated Mother's Day photos. He looks good in every photo. That's what we do. We post photos we look good in. But you get Katie. She's like, look, I don't care. We're going rock of love. We're going right into the 80s right here. Pour some sugar on me. Let's go. You know what I mean? I don't know. So, and then... what else? She said, wow, that season hasn't even started and I already hate seeing myself on TV. Listen, I hate seeing myself on YouTube. I hate hearing my voice. I think we all have this extra gear we go into to critique ourselves. Our egos are not our friends. Okay, folks? For every time, whether it's national TV or you're looking at a photo you want to post, how many people will look at a photo of themselves that's the favorite photo out of the 1,000 photos they took, and they'll just stare at it until they convince themselves they look ugly, and then they don't post it. I get it. I understand. Give yourself a hug. We're all God's children here. I can't imagine what it must feel like to know you've shot your season, and then you still don't know, you don't have control over the edit. You know what happened, but you don't know what they're going to show and what they're going to heighten and what they're going to tease. It must be terrifying. But I'm pretty sure Katie's going to come out of this. If I had to bet money on it, if Katie were a stock, maybe some episodes it dips or whatever, but I would put good money on her stock rising very significantly this year. I do not see that being a problem. What else did she get here? Going live tonight. Oh, she's going live tonight. So this isn't the live tick. I don't know what time she's going live, but I'm going to make sure to make a video about this. So if you don't do TikTok and you don't follow Katie on TikTok, which I recommend doing, but TikTok's not for everyone. It's highly addictive. It's like cocaine. It really is crazy. You get on TikTok, next thing you know, 3 days later, you're emaciated and you don't know why, but you're craving, I don't know, TikTok cupcakes or whatever they got. Whatever the kids are doing these days. Point is, if you're not on there, I'll do it on YouTube. So hit the subscribe button. And that's all of Katie. All right, we got a couple more. We've got Emmanuel Acho, a true mama's boy. Love you forever. Happy Mother's Day, Mom. And it looks like he gave her a Range Rover in the background. Sorry, I just got my mom bath bombs. Range Rover? Jeez. Well, hopefully my mom doesn't follow Emmanuel Acho. She'll be like, I guess his career is taking off more than a YouTuber. But anyway, shout out. What a beautiful mom. Seriously, she looks like she could be your sister. Let's keep going here. Oh, and Maggie. We got Maggie on Mother's Day. This is another one where it's like, look, unfortunately, we got zero coverage of her story on the last season of The Bachelor. And maybe this is when they talk about diversifying the back end of the show. They talk about having new producers and story creators and people deciding, let's share this storyline. So as Maggie was filming The Bachelor, what she didn't know is that there was kind of a genocide happening with a social conflict. And you can correct me all you want. I can't break it down in enough time in this moment, but do your own research in Tigray. And she said, we wanted to wish our mothers happy Mother's Day, but many of us, we don't know if our mothers are alive or not, which sounds crazy to live in a world in 2021 where there's so much social unrest happening in her home, like village, that she wasn't able to contact her mom or her brother after filming Bachelor, that she didn't know where they were. And then she did get in contact with them, but now we found out that, their power's been cut off, the water's been cut off. It's just crazy. If there's anything we can do, like in the moment, it might sound trivial, but give Maggie a follow. Just share a little bit of the story. The least people can do is bring awareness to these kind of crazy issues. And of course, Maggie, and no offense to all the other influencers and doing what they're doing, right? Everyone's got their own story. But Maggie's literally marching in the streets, save our mothers, sisters on Mother's Day. Stop Tigray genocide. Stop war on Tigray. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. I apologize if I'm not. So that's where she's at. That's where her head's at. Sadly enough, that's what she has to kind of put her bandwidth to, is to sharing. She's doing a live, I guess that's tonight, talking about Mother's Day and self-care. So yeah, she's worth a follow. And if you don't already, go give her the love and support. I only wanted to hear your voice today. I pray you are safe. I am blessed because of you. Happy mothers to all the amazing moms. And that might be the sort of one of the beautiful ways to end this is to know that some moms are there in the physical world. Clare Crawley's mom, but suffering from dementia, which is just a one-way street away from losing your. I can't imagine losing your memories, this and that, and to watch that kind of process unfold. I really feel like the hardest part of aging is to see your parents go from being the providers to the provided. Ugh. But that's the circle of life. That's the same reason dogs' lifespans are so short, because it teaches us something about how we cope with loss and how we share love. I mean, it sounds cryptic to say, but that's what it's all about. That's the blessing with it all, is that there's a finite amount on this planet to express your love. And if you need further motivation than that to pick up the phone and settle a difference, I'm sorry. Like, that's it. That's all the motivation you should need. We have Kit out here for their final one. Kit's our final one here. She's got the famous mom. Kit's got the famous mom. Your mom is the one that loves you the most. Happy Mother's Day from 3 generations of chic AF women. So here's some chic AF women. I'm assuming, I don't know if that's her sister. I thought this was Kit's mom until I realized this is Kit's mom, Cynthia Rowley. Is that how you pronounce her name? Cynthia Rowley? So that must be Kit's grandma. But shout out to these beautiful women and to all the moms that are out there. Shout out to all of you guys. I want to thank you because, believe it or not, a lot of you guys have been like a mother figure to me. Miss Ann, she's out there firing off Facebook messages. You're in your 70s. There's Leah. You're like a cousin to me, but you're a mom out there. And everyone else, there's so many. Teresa offered to let Tasha and I come over for Thanksgiving this past year. Sweetest mom in the world. So Susan, you're renovating your home and you got your boys helping you fix it up, which I'm sure, as much as I'm sure it's annoying in the moment, but I'm sure those are memories that will last, way longer than whatever that, momentary, I'm sure it wasn't fun, like putting up drywall or whatever you guys were all doing, but I look at the memories I have with my mom and the ones we're still creating, and it's just you do anything in the world to keep those memories. You do anything in the world to keep, living, like bringing back traditions for your kids. And what I've loved with my fiance Tasha, who, happy birthday Tasha, yesterday. My fiance celebrated her birthday yesterday, and thank you for everyone who shouted out a birthday on her Instagram at Tasha Courtney. But to have her mom, to have her family and their traditions and their love and intertwined with mine, I mean, it really is a special thing. So for everyone out there, I do apologize, I'm a little wordy, but to everyone out there that I mentioned, that I didn't mention, Happy Mother's Day to you and everyone in your family. We got a lot of content coming out this week. We got Ben Higgins is doing his bachelor party in Mexico. Becca Martinez, we got a story about her. All good things. So plenty of content. So make sure to hit the subscribe button so you get alerted when I drop everything. And again, have a good one, folks. I appreciate you sticking around. Bye now.